What's going on, guys? Caesar back again with another video. Let's go! And in last episode, we covered Season 2 of Episode 6. Yes. Sadly, Bowie got eliminated, but now guess what? I made a poll, guys, asking you if you guys would like me to do a tier list or an in-depth guide of each and every character. Now, before you guys ask me, Caesar, wait, this is a tier list. Well, yes, this is kind of a tier list, but I'm going to be putting these characters in specific order. As you can see, the 4, that is what I'm going to be placing. I'm only going to be placing maybe like 2 or 3 characters on the last one, and the rest is pretty self-explanatory. You'll understand the last one. Trust me. So, without further ado, enjoy your popcorn, relax, sit down, and let's begin. Let's do it. So to start off, we are going to start off with Chase. Now, Chase, Season 1, first impressions. Yeah, first impressions. We are going in depth here, all right? So, first impressions with Chase, obviously, he introduces himself as a YouTuber, as like, you know, in a way you could say he's probably a millionaire. You could say, you know, the house, 3 guys and a girl in a beach house kind of way, you know, it was pretty catchy. Anyways, yeah, he did have a lot of pros right off the bat. And the fact he mentioned he's good at doing stunts, you could say he's a daredevil, you know, he's willing to take risks. Automatically, people are gonna love a character like that, and you can't disagree. Alright, so as soon as, you know, Season 1 kicks in, you know, he goes off being like, okay, you know, Emma dumped me, etc., and guess what? That's after Chase is Emma. And guess what? I guess that throws his game. You know, episode 2 progresses, yes, of Season 1. And all he cares about is just attracting Emma once again. Why? I don't know. Pretty much it's a rinse and repeat. The only episode where he did shine mostly was the obstacle course. You know, the fact he was able to climb the rope with one hand, bro, automatically, I think he has like superhuman strength. I don't think anybody else can do that. I guess you could say like Izzy or possibly Eva, you know, but that's not the point. Chase definitely has some really good ass pros and good first impressions. Now, what's holding him back? Now, I'm going to pretend I'm foreshadowing Season 2. He was basically a rinse and repeat. He didn't really do anything. He was just obsessed with Emma. That's what got him voted. Honestly, like, dude, bro, like, come on. Now, Season 2 kicks in the exact same way, approaching Emma. It's the same bullcrap over and over. He's just simping, bro. It's just stop, bro. And of course, he didn't last. Episode 2, the whole slide challenge, you know, he's, well, actually, Emma is responsible for getting Chase eliminated. So, automatically, I'm going to be putting Chase in the Gonzo tier. He isn't coming back. You can clearly see he was not meant to win, like, especially from the first season. You know, his flaws overweight the pros, and that is what costed him the Season 2 reboot. So, oh well, to Chase. I mean, what more could you say about Chase? If he was more focused, like if Emma didn't exist, or maybe Emma just wasn't in the competition at all, Chase would definitely kill the crap out of the challenges, man. If it involves running or skiing or swimming or anything like that in that matter, dude, Chase would do amazing. This character had so much potential. He is just underrated. I can understand why he's hated. His obsession gets people in trouble. Don't be obsessed with anybody, kids, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do that. But yeah, that was his issue and costed him the match. It got even worse in Season 2. So, Chase went down the drain. He did not improve. He actually got worse. He got worse, believe it or not, in my opinion. I love Chase, but he got worse. Like, he's just not a good character whatsoever. Wow, that was pretty good amount. I probably skipped like a little bit more, but I'm just summarizing it for you guys because I'm not gonna sit 10 to 15 minutes with each character. Now, the next one that I think is definitely like poopy, got worse, but as always, we're gonna start from the beginning. Is Millie. Now Millie had a brainiac, like an Albert Einstein intro. Like she literally wanted to just make documents. She wanted to write stories of how each and every person in this generation is just super effed up and crazy or whatever she thinks. Okay, I'm not speaking for her. All right. But the point is, she did not like the way kids or her age were raised, and I can understand. Point is, decent. I guess you could say she's like a Cameron, like a Cameron kind of personality, except that she's not weak per se. She actually does turn it up a notch on season 2. But anyways, back to season 1. Meets with Priya, by far like my favorite character, probably behind Courtney, but or maybe in front of Courtney. Who knows? But anyways, she definitely see a lot of improvements with Priya, just Priya, dude, because Priya was basically the teacher. She guided her to like become better, even though Millie didn't really follow through because she's not trained or to follow such strict orders. I like, obviously Millie definitely, she's not stupid. She can understand that Priya is trying to push Millie to her limits. It's just that Millie can't hack it. Thus, um, actually, bro, she does freaking amazing in season 1. Like, surprisingly, honestly, Priya carried the crap out of her. That the whole what's it called, the ostrich. I don't know specifically what it's called, but the ostrich. She stole that win. Priya got upset. Even when Priya said, "Hey, yo, you can have the win. It's fine." So Millie didn't really do much. You could say she did worse than Chase. You could definitely say she's like crappier than, if they were to go into 1v1, easily Chase would destroy Millie. Like, there's nothing interesting about Millie other than the friendship, which I know there's people out there that really do enjoy, like, yeah, drama, but like friendship as well. Chemistry, love, whatever. You got a lot of it in season 2. um okay, now season 2. Apparently, Priya writes Millie a notebook. Now, this is supposed to explain all her, all of Priya's strategies of how to win. I guess like every situation, it's just basically like a book, a 101, bro. It's just a 101, like total drama. Okay, like this is what you got to do to get good or whatever the fuck. Millie doesn't read the book at all. She instantly regrets it. But hey, she actually does pretty awesome. Look, her energy really did shine on season 2, episode 1, with the Granny's Footsteps. I think that's what the challenge is called. She really did shine a lot. So, definitely she gets points out of it. But, I guess she wasn't capable of telling the difference between red light and green light. So, she got eliminated instantly. And guess what? Since I guess you could say Prius and Millie's friendship was still a thing, but it was also holding back Priya. So luckily, Millie did get eliminated, even though it was sort of unfair because again, she got eliminated second season only because tried killing Damien, basically. I mean, basically. And people thought, well, that's not cool, but other characters have done worse, So it didn't really make sense. I can understand people getting disappointed by Millie's elimination, but I mean, she had to go because that's when Caleb and Priya kicked in. But we'll talk about those two in just a bit. So yeah, improvements. In terms of like energy, do, You could argue season 1 she did better only because like in the selfie challenge, you know, she definitely stepped up her game in the selfie challenge, saved Priya twice, bro. Like, I don't think no other characters can do that. I mean, you can't count Mike, because I guess you could say Mike saved Zoe's butt. You know, you've heard that line before. So yeah, Millie has definitely she's not useless, but she's not bad either. But if you were to add it like in between Chase's like personality, you know what he's capable of, yeah, Millie's not as good as Chase. So automatically, she's not. There's not a small chance of her returning. The reason I have small chance of returning is strictly because of Scary Girl. I will talk about that as soon as I get to Scary Girl. Now, who do we go next? Who do we go next? Who do we go next? We are going to go with Ripper. Now, Ripper. Owen Duncan breed. Yep, he's a mix. First impressions, people were not gonna like him. I personally liked him because I really loved Duncan. I really loved Joe. I really loved Lightning. I really love just cocky people. I guess you could say Noah too. It's just Ripper wasn't in shape. That was the issue. He's not smart like Millie. You know, he keeps he'd be calling people nerds. He continues to call nerds till season 2. He still calls people nerds, just not as much. They really toned him down a bit. They really buffed him actually. Think of it as a game. They really buffed him. They buffed up his personality. They buffed his. He's more lenient. They really did some nice reworks with um, Ripper, and that's amazing because not only he's nicer to other people and contestants. Look, the fact that I'm gonna back to Millie. The fact that Priya wrote the notebook to Millie. They like I said, what Total Drama the reboot's been doing. They do a lot of behind the scenes, dude. And what I mean by behind the scenes is they do it without us, the audience, knowing. Like it needs to be something that needs to be like a preview, or it needs to be something like in the outro. There needs to be like a secret ending or a bonus clip. They need to do like behind the scenes, bro, because it's just like what the fuck, like they just stick in whatever thinks like, oh, this will be entertaining to. Obviously this is for teenagers, or our generation. We grew up with Total Drama. Oh, my battery's done charging. But yeah, this is basically specifically for teens, and then people that have a lot of nostalgia for Total Drama. But the point is, the Notebook brought it up out of nowhere, didn't make sense, and there's just a lot of things that's wrong with Total Drama. Reboot specifically. Actually, that I think two has more beef now. That's why I've been saying season 2 seems more watered down. I will explain that when we cover other characters. But again, Ripper basically just bullied Millie. I guess you could say pick on Axel in a way, even though Axel literally defended herself against Ripper. He even bullied Z, bro. He betrayed Z on the Cassowary, I think it's called, in the Cassowary challenge, and that was pretty fucked up. I'm sure Ripper would definitely betray someone like Damien. Bro, if he had the chance, he will take it. He is not meant to win. The dude, he's not a cheater, but the dude, he is pretty street smart, but in terms of like what season 2 is looking like through episode 6, apparently episode 7 and 8 have been leaked, but I am staying away from it, as I mentioned. I do not see Ripper going anywhere, and season 2, he has Axel. Now they're together. Like I said, he's more chill. Um, Honestly, what do I see him in the future? I do see him getting booted, but I do not see him winning. So, for this reason, he is going to go into the Gonzo tier, but he is definitely higher than Chase and Millie for obvious reasons, because Ripper's still in the game, and Chase has been eliminated. I think Millie gets like last place in terms of Gonzo. The reason Gonzo is actually by Ripper himself. So please do give him a congratulations. Woohoo! So next character we are going to be covering. We're going to be covering Nichelle. Now, as with season 1, amazing impressions. She was famous. Apparently, she knew all these stunts. She's famous. Came out of movies, maybe articles, whatever, bro. She's famous. Automatically, people are gonna pay special attention to Nichelle. Very amazing contender, so people think, until the whole obstacle course. Wayne nails it, Raji nails it, Priya nails it, Bowie nails it. MK even does a better job than Nichelle, bro. Obviously. So yeah, she goes downhill, down the toilet. Nothing special about Nichelle in season 1. Now, season 2, apparently she's been training with the highest rank of Kung Fu, gymnastics, whatever the hell she said. I can't remember. Sorry about that, Nichelle fans. But she really does deliver in season 2. The only problem was she was getting a little bit overconfident, and people didn't see that. She actually said those remarks to herself, in the confessionals when she was by herself most of the time. She's like, I'm like, for example, in the SAP challenge of season 2, she even admits, of course, she's the first one. I'm the first one. I'm the best. Basically, what she's trying to say. So luckily, nobody sees her. She's good at doing flips. She balls the freaking bridge. The whole. It was supposed to be Damon and Nichelle going together. Z was supposed to tag along with him, but Z went elsewhere. I'll talk about that right now. And Nichelle basically does this solo. Now, when you're solo in total drama, that's not good, because people can easily target you. People can see you're weak, like in terms of like not having anybody to back you up, obviously. So what got her eliminated was freaking Julia, bro. Out of all people, bro, like seriously, most people that are gonna like get eliminated, like, dude, it's all because of Julia, bro. Julia has screwed over so many people, but that's not the point. I'll bring Julia in just a bit. Nichelle basically didn't really, like, get along with anybody. She would basically just encourage people, to come on, guys, let's go. It's same thing for season 1. I didn't bring that up in season 1. I do apologize for that. But that was her only pro. As soon as her colors were revealed, she was pretty much useless. Season 2, she was still the same in terms of how she behaved towards the contestants, aka her partners, aka rat faces. So that's good, but it just wasn't enough, because she clearly missed the Hollywood fame, etc. She wanted her ticket back in, and guess what? Julia screws her over. But what I didn't like about that episode mostly was because on that episode, freaking MK was talking about, needing paper, etc. Or maybe it was a previous, I can't remember, I can't recall. But basically, MK was asking for paper, boom, wrote on Ripper's belly. And I guess, like, at the end of, like, the whole rat faces losing, there's like, let's just get this over with, and Nichelle sees paper. I don't know, bro. Like, how even Julia said, oh, yo, Nichelle's gonna pay because, and Nichelle decided to be a scumbag and roast her. She said she's gonna pay. I don't know where Julia found the time to write the whole, papers of the fake invitation and everything. Like, that did not make sense. There's just a lot of things that didn't make sense. But, I mean, here we are. Nichelle didn't do good. There's nothing much else to say other than, hey, you did your part, queen. You're an amazing character, but you were just not meant to win. because, you got scammed, bro. You got scammed. So she is going in the Gonzo tier, sadly. Though she's not as bad as Chase and Millie. Actually, well, technically Ripper's there because obvious reasons. Ripper's still in the game. So, now let's go over a good character. Let's go over a really good character. And that is going to be Bowie. So, Bowie. First impressions. Openly gay contestant. Awesome. Competitive. Awesome. Let's see what else. The result. The dude. The first impressions were there. He was clearly ready to win. He even said he's coming for that crown. But that's not the point. The point is he was there to win, even though he didn't. So, first episode, he's responsible why Caleb got eliminated. He was very strategic in the first season. I wouldn't call him an antagonist by any means. He was a very nice guy. Like, he even had so much chemistry with Emma, especially. I don't know what the only reason Bowie went after Emma was because, well, one, he needed someone, he needed to form an alliance with someone, which is very common in total drama. He needed to form an alliance with somebody, and he saw the flare in Emma's eyes when she got extremely upset with Chase being in the competition to begin with. Bowie automatically talking to Emma. Boom, they form a really, really good friendship. I'd say, in my opinion, I think that friendship was better than Priya and Millie's friendship. It's not a hot take. I know it's not a hot take because I know some people can agree with me on that. Millie and Priya's friendship was cute, but it wasn't like in a way where like, oh, they fight, have little arguments, etc., etc. I mean, besides the fact of the finale where Millie and Bowie and Priya, Emma and Bowie had an amazing a communication. It was just so interesting. I never got bored of whatever they had to talk about. The whole "oh, you betrayed me," kind of thing. It was awesome. It was very awesome. The fact that Bowie lied to Emma about how he didn't vote for Chase, even though he clearly voted for Chase. He didn't want to come out, but he had to come clean because I guess it was pressuring him. He was stressed out, bro. Because at that point, he had a good thing going with Raji and Wayne. He had a good thing going with nobody else. Honestly, it was just Emma and Raji. That's it. Wayne was just there for the ride. I mean, actually, Wayne just left him alone. But point is, man, dude, I need a counter for point is, Bowie just straight up was, there for Emma most of the time. And Raji, well, obviously they got eliminated. They got their asses kicked by cassowaries. So it was just between them. But then, of course, Emma gets eliminated. No. Bowie gets eliminated because, Emma's just upset, etc., etc. But Bowie really had a really good thing going because he was very strategic. He knew what Julia was up to. He had good rivalry with Julia. He didn't really communicate with Wayne, or he didn't really communicate with Z. He didn't really communicate with Damien, or because obviously they weren't in the same team. But other than that, Bowie was straight up good in season 1. Now season 2 is a different story. In my opinion, I think Bowie got nerfed. Like, if he went downhill season 2, bro, like automatically. Okay, well, first season. I mean, yeah, sure. There's still such thing as first impressions. I guess you could say second impressions was season 2. First impressions, season 2. You get the idea. So his first impressions was season 2. He came clean to the whole notebook thing. Obviously, that's not even really important to Bowie. Like, yeah, that was his plan, but he didn't even win, and he didn't really get anything out of it. Just an argument between Priya and Millie. That's it, dude. It just became toxic. That's it. They got back together, because obviously they found out, like, because apology, etc. But season 2, Bowie actually did a lot worse, in my opinion. First impressions, he admitted, like, hey, guys, I did this because Whatever, it may seem sound ugly, but I actually made you better players, he said. Did the players get better in this season? The answer is no. I don't think Bowie really affected any of the campers. Not even Millie. Not even Priya. Dude, honestly, the whole Priya and Bowie was so irrelevant. Like Priya wasn't even targeting Bowie or wasn't planning on anything because she was just so distracted in the whole champion thing and Caleb and huddle up everybody, teamwork. She wasn't really focused with Bowie. Neither was Bowie focused with Priya because Juliet was the issue. Like every character plays an important part. Every character plays a really nice puzzle the cast in this series is just so good, but it's weird at the same time. So what's so good about Bowie is he couldn't even worry about Priya at this point. The only thing he mentioned Priya in season 2 was the fact that he was complaining that they were outnumbered by two contestants because that was the time they lost twice in a row. This was this was the SAP challenge actually. So Bowie had no time to think about Priya. The only time he mentioned Priya was Caleb defending her, but that's it. Nothing else. There was no Bowie or Emma moments. None, bro. It just fizzled out. The friendship was kaputs, man. And that's what pissed me off, dude, because you'd think, oh, like, maybe you help me here. I can give you intel. They could have done so many good things between Bowie and Emma. It's just amazing, bro. Like, their friendship was so awesome season 1. But they throw it down the garbage, and they wanted to mostly focus, obviously, on Bowie and Raji. But they sucked ass at it, bro. They were so bad, so overbearing. I'm so relieved, Alejandro. But the point is, I guess the intentions were to have Bowie and Raji spend more time together. But guess what? That wasn't the case. Julia and MK decided to form an alliance. I don't even know why. I don't even know why Bowie wanted to pick. I understand picking Julia to screw her over, obviously. If Priya were to pick MK, that would be a completely different story. I don't know why Bowie chose MK. I don't know why. I can't remember. I think it was either MK or Ripper. Probably. I can't remember. I don't know, even though Ripper is literally on their team. But, yeah, just the duo screwed Bowie over fast, bro. And then the pressure was really on when the whole cheating was affecting Bowie and the hockey bros. It was just, bro, it was piling up on Bowie like crazy. Bowie had no time to worry about other little things, worry about his opponents. It was just like crap. I gotta go along with it with what Julia and MK are. Like even he was suspicious over what MK and Julia were doing. At the same time, he was worrying about the hockey, brother. It's a mess, bro. Like it was so bad. And then obviously, season 5. I mean, episode 5 or I keep saying season. Episode 5 or episode 6. I don't know. He got eliminated. Got screwed over. I think it was episode 6. He got screwed over. I think the whole elimination, bro, he lost to Damien. That was the stupidest thing ever. Bowie was also mentioning how he needs immunity, bro. Even Damien was like, I need immunity too. But like, dude, I will speak on Damien in just a little bit, bro. It's like I'm scratching my head because it's like, man, bro, it's like, what is wrong with you, devs? Like, bro, oh my god, they threw Bowie in the gutter, bro. Like, it's bad, bro. It was bad. But it wasn't like the worst, but they could have definitely done something better. There's always room for improvement, but the way they executed eliminating Bowie was just sad. Dude, it was sad, man. It was really sad. As you can see in my reaction, please do check it out, guys. My in-depth guides. I was very disappointed in Bowie's elimination. So yeah, Bowie alone, people. Ladies and gentlemen, Bowie did a lot in this season. Now, before I get to once I get to Scary Girl, then I'll do a little bit of rearranging. All right. Next character. Now let's just get this one over with. Wayner. First impressions, season 1, hockey leader. He's a leader. What can you expect? They know more. They know more than the players. They know more. They know most. But the issue was he was super lightheaded. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. He didn't know what he was talking about. They were okay. You have to pair him up with Raji, but since this is strictly season 2, I am not going to pair them. So, but I mean, for once, in season 1, I'm actually going to pair him with Raji. So, season 1, they kicked so much freaking butt in season 1. They were so athletic. They were like Chase, but they were actually taking it seriously. No girls were distracting them, even though they did mention their team had a lot of hotties. And the hotties in their team were Julia. It was MK. Who else was in their team? Nichelle was in the team. Who else was in the team? Raji was obviously in the team, but he's not a girl. Anyways, the point is, he mentioned girls, but did not get distracted, unlike Chase. They did not fall for girls. I guess the first impressions were, oh, they're probably straight, but then, Raji started getting feelings, etc., etc. So, Wayne was definitely one of the funnier ones, in my opinion. Raji got funny too, but I think Raji was funnier season 2 than in season 1. But did Wayne get much out of it in season 1? No, because he was mainly like a hitting third wheel. Now they reveal in season 2. But in season 1, he was just, behind the bunkers, bro. He was like in the corner watching, like, wow, this is happening. I'm happy. And his main concern was, oh man, I want Raja to tell me like how he feels about, Bowie, etc. That was pretty much it. There's nothing much else to explain. I can't really bring up the season finale of season 1 because they don't talk about anything. There's nothing important that carries on to season 2. Now, season 2, they come back strong as ever, but guess what? He's still a third wheel because he's literally there walking with Raji. Actually, no. Raji and Wayne were actually walking by themselves, and then they happened to have an interaction with Scary Girl, which I really liked. And the fact that they're like, "Who is that?" Like, I mean, they had a little thing going on between them and Scary Girl, but that's it. Nothing important. Uh, um, they didn't do very well in the first episode of season 2. The grandma's footsteps, they did nothing. They were literally there just to throw themselves out along with Axel and Scary Girl. That got them eliminated. They didn't provide use to the first 2 episodes. Nothing much was going on between them, or Wayne especially. The whole slide challenge, third wheel, there's nothing else to talk about with Wayne, honestly. All I can say is Wayne is still in the game, but do I see him winning? No. Only because we're still in episode 6, and I do see Raji. I don't know, bro. It's because Bowie's gone. What could they possibly do with Wayne and Raji? Actually, you know what? Actually, before I continue, Total Drama is known for having season finales with a male and a female. Season 1, Gwen and Owen. Season 2, Beth and Duncan. Season 3, Alejandro and Heather. Season 4, aka Revenge of the Island, was well, actually, surprisingly, it was Lightning and Cameron. I was about to say Mike and Zoe. It was Cameron and Lightning. I was like, wow. But this is the reboot. Season 1, they did Priya versus Bowie. So I'm going to play it safe and assume they are going to do a male and female. So the probability of them having like a male versus male finale, I don't know, bro. Like, if anything, I will definitely mention who I think the man that might win. I've said it before. And then I have another wild card. But Do I see Wayne and Raji winning? No. Honestly, bro, I see them getting eliminated. This is just me. Maybe, dude, I feel like they're gonna do some bullshit, just like how they got their asses kicked by the cassowary. I don't know. But then again, you know what? I have more hope for Raji than Wayne, only because maybe his instincts will kick in, his adrenaline, because he has so much love for Bowie. He literally cried when Bowie left. You know, and I'm sure behind the scenes they get to realize, okay, how did this person get eliminated and why? Because obviously why Bowie got eliminated was because of Julia and MK. Dude, they all ganged up on freaking Bowie. So I'm assuming Bowie is probably gonna, Bowie, inside of Raji's mind is probably gonna give him more, endurance. Hopefully, we'll have him, reach top 4 or maybe, maybe top 5. Obviously, I don't know if they're gonna do a season finale with 3 contestants again, but I definitely see that. Do I see a improvement with Wayne? No, it's the same, if not worse. Do I see an improvement with Raji? Yes, only because he had a stronger connection, he had more screen time with Bowie, and he's still in the game. But I just don't see Wayne winning. I see Raji winning on the other hand, because, I'm just thinking out loud that Bowie is going to be in Raji's head 24/7, kind of like a adrenaline booster, like I mentioned, bro. Maybe the same thing might happen with like Axel, because I do see Axel reaching up top, but we'll talk about her in a little bit. So that I'm gonna put Raji in the wild card. Now, next, who should we go next? Let me take a sip of water. I got it. Next is Z. So, he's just basically a troll, bro. As I mentioned in the past, he is, high on life kind of guy. He has really nothing going on for him, honestly. The only thing that's making him affect the contestants is with strictly Priya and Caleb, but that's season 2. Now, season 1, first impressions. It is literally like freaking what's his name? Um it is literally just a fan. He's like, Chris, my man, he's just one of those that just wants to hang around, dude. I can't think of it on the top of my head who he reminds me of. But he has nothing going on. His only first impressions are good because people are gonna laugh because he's just there to entertain. He is not meant to win total drama. I shouldn't be wasting my time on this character, but since this is an in-depth guide, I am going to be covering it. He had a lot of amazing moments with Chase, Ripper, and I guess Damien too. He lied to Damien about the whole, breaking his leg thing, with the whole prosthetic. And apparently, with the whole jumping in with piranhas. But no, obviously he was born that way. I don't know what his purpose is with lying. I guess to act cool, feel cool. I'm surprised they haven't even brought up his prosthetic in season 2. But I mean, dude, he's just used so freaking much. And I mean, what I mean by used is, I mean, people abuse Z. Like, it is not funny, bro. I mean, it's funny. Chase abandons Z, does not rescue Z from the Raptors. I mean, nothing ends up happening to Z, obviously. But he still left Z, behind. And that's just fucked up, bro. Similar to Ripper. In the Cassowary Challenge, Ripper betrays Z. He has nothing going on. Except in season 1, what he had something going on, which was his elimination, was his whole getting into 2 teams at the same time, getting to 2 alliances. It was basically like a 4v4 because it was between Julia, Priya, Millie, and Emma. Wait, or Hmm. Yeah, it was basically like it was like a 5v. It was like kind of like that because it was weird because Z was like, okay, I'm in the whole alliance thing. It didn't really do much. Ended up screwing him over, obviously, and then he ended up teaming with Bowie. Oh yeah, it was Bowie, Emma, Chase, and Z versus Julia, Priya, Millie, and Z. 4v4. His whole purpose to do that was just to, I guess pretend he didn't know what he was doing. He's like, I have no idea what they're talking about, but he was just going with the flow. And the teams think, oh, he's just screwing him over. He's distracting them, etc., etc. It's like, I guess you could say, false sense of security, kind of like what Scott would do, in Revenge of the Island. But obviously, he wouldn't think about it. He wouldn't like his. It's not his intentions of doing shit like that. Other than that, he got eliminated. Nothing much. He screwed himself over. Nothing much in season 1. Now season 2, he did have just little screen times, bro. Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened until the episode Priya is making out with the pillow. Z rescues Priya. Boom. Assumes she's getting eaten by a pillow monster. But guess what? Priya comes clean. Z finally, boom, kicks in with his comedy and tries his best to shut up to Kayla about, the whole Priya talking about, oh my god, he's so cute, that bum, and everything like that. That's probably his only purpose at the moment until they boot him. And that's pretty much it. That is it. There's nothing else to talk about. So, Z fans, if you were expecting a little bit more, I'm sorry. This is the end for Z. Do I see him winning? No. He is gonzo. But since he is higher up, so, boom. Honestly, bro, I don't know. Alright, so, next character. You know what? Let's just get this one out of the way. Scary Girl. She's a joker. She's a troll. She's just there to freak you out. So, season 1, boom, scares the crap out of the intern, when they're dropping her off. And while she's doing her introduction, she wants to make a lot of friends and watch them get really hurt. That is her whole plan, her whole dough, her whole business. I mean, she does a good job. She scares the crap out of Damien. She's mostly, I guess you could say, she's mostly, in a way, attracted to Damien because of his screams. That is his only purpose. She didn't get much out of it. She did have some nice acrobatic skills, and she is willing to kill people. She was willing to kill freaking Priya with a whole freaking knife, bro. Obviously, it was like a kitchen knife, or maybe it was like a butter knife. I don't know. She had beef with Priya. She had beef with not beef, but something with Damien. I mean, Millie mentioned Scary Girl. Dude, there's nothing else. Okay, now season 2. She decides to have a new look. And her acrobatic skills don't really kick in at all anymore. Not at all. She just wanted to become a normal person. But she actually does pretty well. Season 2, not freaking out Wayne or Raji. That's pretty much it, bro. She doesn't freak anybody else out until the freaking marshmallow ceremony. She goes ham and says, I even learned how to be you guys just by looking at, watching you guys sleep at night or whatever the hell, watching through your closets or maybe that's freaking Chris. I don't know, bro. I think Chris was the one that brought up the whole I think Chris was was the one that brought up the whole closet thing. But other than that, Scargo didn't get much. She was just she was just there, just to cause chaos. Honestly, I think Scary Girl is a goddess in my opinion, and I'll tell you why. And this is just like a side note. I think she puts everyone in check, even Julia. Julia is below Scary Girl, bro, and that is saying something. Dude, she can easily creep the crap out of Julia. Like, you can even see it in season 2 when, she's already explaining how she was becoming normal. Like, even Julia is scared. MK's obviously going to be scared. Scary Girl really, really evens out the whole competition. You know, it really like it's kind of like it shocks them. It's like, okay, like, oh crap, like, bro, we are not the toughest people here. It's clearly Scary Girl. Like, she's obviously one of the strongest competitors. The whole fact, she's able to carry a bear and, get shocked, get hit multiple times by paint. She can deal with pain, etc., etc. She's even up for like jump in the lava. She's even up for all that crap like that. But Scary got eliminated, but she did mention she was gonna come back. How true is this? I don't know. But guess what? This is Total Drama Season 2. Anything can happen. And I hope they really spice it up the mix. I can definitely... Hopefully they do the exact same thing they did to Eva and Izzy. I am hoping they bring back Scary Girl. So if they do bring back multiple contestants, most two. Well, max, I think is two. But, minimum is one. Because they say Scary Girl's going to come back. I don't know how true that is. Maybe they might make a season 3. I don't know. I don't freaking know. So, I don't know if Scary Girl is teasing a Total Drama reboot season 3. Who freaking knows? She said she's coming back. I have not seen episodes 7 and 8, but I don't care. I am staying away from the internet. I am not watching. Screw that. But I feel like if she does return in this season, she probably might either get booted the same episode she returns, or maybe she actually makes it to top 5, top 4. I mean that'd be awesome, right? I mean, who doesn't love Scary Girl, bro? Scary Girl is like Z, but like on crack. Like, dude, freaking, like, she's awesome. So I definitely see Scary Girl a small chance of returning. So I do love her, but who knows? Only time will tell. Stick around and find out. So, that is Scary Girl, small chance of returning. Next we have to talk about Emma. Since we already dealt with Chase, now it's time for Emma, my girl. So, to start off, first season, broke up with Chase, assuming she has some of Chase's salary or is receiving like a cut or something. I don't know. Obviously, they're just boyfriend girlfriend, so obviously that's not how that works. They're not married. But I'm assuming maybe Emma has like a check in her pocket or has gained at least some kind of fame on the internet. That's not the point. So yeah, she mentions she broke up, etc. Finds out Chase is there, goes on Savage, and ends up attracting Bowie, ends up getting Bowie's attention, and actually decides to build a friendship together. So that's awesome. She didn't really have a lot going on other than, well, look, hear me out. She did win a challenge. She did win the fight. Is it like locate the skull or find the skull? I don't know what the episode where Scary Girl got eliminated. She did win the challenge for that team, so that was good. That's good. A dub is nice, bro. Definitely gives you more recognition. Definitely levels you up. But other than that, she kept falling for Chase, which was really distracting her. Even though Bowie was literally telling her to like stop thinking about Chase, focus on the game or focus on the alliance, etc., etc. Bowie was saying it for like, I don't know how many times, maybe like 2 or 3 times the whole season 1, that stop thinking about it, focus on people that care about you, etc. And guess what? Bowie decides to ditch Emma, and Emma, is by herself. It's like, well, fuck, like, what am I supposed to do, right? But I mean, it's what you get, right? But then Emma decides to flip it around, because girls are freaking manipulative. Nah, I'm joking. Girls, no, not girls. Emma decides to flip the script and be like, "Oh, Bowie, how could you?" Kind of thing, and pretend like she's the victim, and I mean, she, in a way, she is the victim, even though Caleb, even though Chase is the victim, not freaking Emma, but Emma is upset that Chase was gone. So that is what costed that's what costed her elimination, because after that whole argument and whole, like, Emma's like, you know what, Bowie, you and I are through. That is what got Bowie eliminated. I mean Emma eliminated. She had an amazing character. She was very cheerful, very ruthless. Not as ruthless as Scarago. Very amazing character. I will be going through the personalities like as soon as I'm done with all the characters. But yeah, Emma, really awesome character. But season 2, man, got no screen time. Yeah, it was like tiny here and there. And the whole dude, okay, so first episode, I was super excited because when Chase was like, "Hey Emma," and she's like, "No, no, no," shakes the whole freaking entire screen. I thought that was funny, but that's it, dude. That's all she got. She was just a background character. There's nothing much else to say about her. I keep saying that. There's nothing much else to say about her other than her whole the whole would you rather challenge they did. Emma definitely fucked the whole team, bro. And Priya also did Emma pretty dirty, which I am very upset because Priya, I guess Priya thought Emma was stupid or something because that episode did not make any freaking sense, bro. Like, it was so freaking stupid, bro. Like, the fact, like, yo, cover your ears, cover your eyes, turn around, whatever the hell. And then as soon as, Priya reaches in for the hug, Emma can see it right there that Caleb did not choose the answer Emma yelled out, which doesn't make sense. They basically betray her at this point, and it's sad, but Emma did say she was a people person, but guess what? Guess what, bro? You're not smart. You're not a people person. So sadly, Emma gets a gonzo. Though I would like to see a small chance of her returning, but we already have enough females, honestly. Honestly, she's already gonzo, but small chance of returning? I don't think so, bro. Dude, this is like a 50-50. Oh, by the way, that challenge, the whole would you rather was rigged, bro. It's just luck. You gotta be lucky, so it was stupid. If Scary Girl does return, and they do happen to have 2 contestants return, man, bro. Look, I think Julia's gonna make it far. We know Julia. You know Julia. You love her. I think she's going to make it far by default and just get eliminated that one time. I don't think she's winning. I don't think she's winning. She's not winning. I don't think she's winning. She made it as far as possible, but she ain't Heather smart. That's irrelevant, but I don't think she's that as smart. She's not strong, etc., etc. But if they do a small chance of returning 2 contestants, or maybe just Scary Girl, or maybe Scary Girl is supposed to tease season 3. Who knows? I'm going to be repeating this. Then I do see Emma returning. Because why not, right? But then again, this might just me being biased. But who knows? Did Emma improve? Absolutely not. She got worse. She got nerfed exactly as Bowie, Millie, Chase, Wayne, Z, tremendously nerfed. Even though he's still in the game, I still think he's gonna get eliminated. Doesn't matter. But I do see Emma hopefully returning. Oh, please, please. Okay, so we're done with Emma. Okay, who do we start out next? All right, let's actually put someone that's boom, top now. We are gonna start with boom, Caleb. Now, Caleb, just a knockoff. Just a knockoff. He is sporty. He is tough, strong. He is brave. But the point is, first season, first impressions, got screwed over. He was just my first impressions were well, what the hell are you supposed to be? Just a knockoff? Yeah, for sure. Even his voice was a little weird. Honestly, I thought Caleb was actually gonna get a relationship with Bowie or maybe with one of the dudes. Honestly, I thought, but no, bro. He just got screwed over. Nothing else to talk about. He just was being beautiful. How this little picture. He's like, I think we should just pick up the pace. Caleb's right. Move. That kind of that. I love that part. It was funny. Nothing much to say. Caleb, trash. Did bad. Poo poo. Season 2, dramatic changes, more screen time for Caleb, which is amazing. It's like awesome. More screen time for Caleb. I was actually happy because not only he's ripped and everything. The only thing I got excited for him was because on episode 2 on season 1, you know how they do recaps on last time, total drama. Damn, I'm actually burping this because I had some banana shake and I'm drinking water. They did mention how Caleb got, eliminated, and he was working out. I was like, oh, dude, maybe this guy is supposed to, do good next time because, like I said, that shit was either behind the scenes or maybe this was a tease. Who knows? Point is, got more screen time. His goal was to shoot his shot with the champion, not like dating way. I missed. Shoot his shot with the champion and get with an alliance ASAP. That was his intentions. And guess what? It worked because his beautiful face, bro. Everything. Like, honestly, first episode, he was already grabbing, like, Priya's backpack and flexing the crap out of his, obviously he was flexing, which I was thinking, okay, maybe he's flirting, etc., etc. Jumping conclusions, you can't just jump to conclusions. The point is, he got a lot of screen time, which was amazing, and developed a strong bond with Priya over the time, as up to season 6. I mean, episode 6. God damn it. Pretty much, I mean, in a way, he was still kissing ass. Either he's dumb or maybe he knows what he's doing, but he was still kissing ass to Priya, even though Priya was literally like, dude, like, you are like a god. I am gonna follow you. I'll do whatever you want. Kind of, like, she was behaving that way, but either Caleb didn't pick that up, or Caleb just decided to just go along with it. I want this alliance. I don't care. He played it cool, or maybe he's having a strategy to backstab Priya. But then again, I don't know, bro. Honestly, I do see Priya and Caleb going far. Now, do I see one betraying the other? Yes. Want to know why? Okay, it's a little dude called Z. So, you know how he still knows the secret and everything? But the fact that, that moment where Caleb gave Priya the pretty little flower, I don't know, bro. I really don't know because Julia can easily say, hey, Caleb, did you hear? Priya was talking crap about you or something. They're going to come up with some bullshit. And I think 100% it's going to be either Julia and maybe like 25%, like 75% Julia, 25% MK. They're going to try to screw them over to get them away from each other. That, or maybe Julia would want to target Ripper and Axel. I don't know. Maybe the relationship, the two, couples are going to have a feud. Something is going to happen between the two, and it's either going to be, Julia's probably going to be responsible for that. Or maybe MK. Maybe MK might make a fake video, because, she is, capable of that. I'm surprised they haven't really, revived her, whole stealing thing, even though she stole, Chris's hairdryer. I mean, like, dude, like I said, the whole fucking shit didn't make sense. The whole stealing, not getting caught, because there's freaking cameras, that literally told Chris, watching the challenges, enjoying them, cameras are always involved. It doesn't make sense, but that's not the point. So Caleb definitely is at risk of either getting screwed over by Julia, by a lie, a white lie, or maybe by, I don't know, maybe they get into an argument. I don't know. Maybe there might be like a kissing scene, or maybe they might be awkward, or maybe they don't want to push things. I don't know. Anything can happen. This is freaking total drama. So, yeah. But I still definitely see Caleb high chance of winning because he is in my top 2, even though Nichelle lost. I mean, basically, I am not going to say, who's going to win, who I think, this is my take, because, I mean, obviously, I'm still going to cheer for, the people that are still there, but, Nichelle's gone, Emma's gone. Hopefully, Emma comes back. Anything else about Caleb? Like I said, he's basically piggyback riding Priya. but he's not really like abusing or nothing. He's just like, hey yo guys, listen to Priya, let's go, etc. etc. I think Nichelle makes a better leader, but whatever, right? Whatever, since Nichelle's gone. Um, I mean, there's nothing much to it. Like drama is gonna happen 100%. They can't just stick together. You know, there's just no way. It's impossible. They can't do it again. They can't do another million Priya thing all over again, or can they? I don't think so. But yeah, that is my opinions. Obvious question: did Caleb improve from season 1 to season 2? Fudge yes, yes he did, 100%. Now, next is next is MK, the thief, the cheater, the schemer. Yeah. Now I think the schemer is definitely Julia, according to Millie, because Millie says, or no, Priya, you are nothing but a backstabbing. Uh, you are a first-rate backstabber and a second-rate schemer. That is what Priya says, which is funny. I love it. But that's not talking about. We're not talking about Julia. We're talking about MK. MK season 1, nothing to do with Julia. Well, actually, she did had something to do with Julia. Obviously, like that one part. But I mean, uh, I guess you could say it really affected the game, because obviously Julia wouldn't be top 4 or whatever the fuck. But MK, straight up, just first impressions, stealing, etc. You know, that's fucked up. You know, I thought they were gonna put her in prison like with Duncan, but no, she's still in the game. Surprisingly, she's a very cool character. I mean, in my opinion, I like MK. Just not my favorite. She has a lot of flaws, bro. She's weak. She can't run. She's not smart, like in terms of like strategy. She's not smart. She's good at roasting, and like that's pretty much it. She's got nothing going. If I could choose like between Chase and MK, it'd definitely be Chase. That's just my opinion. But yeah, MK just stole shit from Julia, the phone, the necklace, or was it the earrings? I don't remember. Oh no, it was the phone. I can't remember. But you get the idea. She stole stuff from Julia. She stole stuff from Bowie. She stole stuff from Emma because of their hair. She also Bowie. What was it that they stole Bowie? Oh, the lip balm. You know, MK was just there stealing, and then obviously she gains access to Chris's like machines, like, and the whole thing that makes the whole challenges difficult. In the skull challenge, she did do a big huge play. Without MK, Emma wouldn't have won. So kudos MK, you are awesome. And there's a stupid dog barking, god damn it. Amazing work from MK. I mean, that's pretty much it. Julia catches MK trying to screw her over because she opens her mouth saying butt knuckles. I don't know why MK decides to copy what Julia says, and then Julia, boom, instantly finds out like, oh wait a minute, I only say that in the confessionals, and then MK screws herself over. So that's pretty much it. MK tries to expose Julia for stealing, but no, Julia ends up, screwing her over because she mentions that MK has seen y'all pooping, and, everyone votes her off. Gets screwed over, bye-bye, Even MK said, oh, this rots. I was really hoping to get into the finale. I think that's what she said first season, so I don't know, maybe she might get top. Who knows, bro? Season 2, right off the bat, is extremely happy to be in touch with Julia for unknown reasons because I can't remember. They start complimenting on each other, and then boom, instant friendship. Or some people probably like I've seen like on like Reddits, people are like, oh dude, they're gonna date and etc etc. But I didn't think they were gonna date. But I mean imagine. But the point is, she definitely decided to form an alliance for once because she was not working with anybody. Literally nobody. Her plan was to just screw everybody over, bro. She's also responsible for why Julia is how she is today. She is responsible. Without MK, Julia would never revealed her true self. I don't think so. Honestly, Julia would probably forever be fake full season. Or maybe possibly they could have, I don't, obviously season one's already been done, but this is just my way. Obviously, maybe Julia could have done something, boom, here, and maybe something would piss her off. Or maybe MK would have gotten Julia voted out. And the whole Raptor challenge, boom, Julia gets upset, angry, and then boom, kicks in with season two, and hopefully would win season two. But I don't think she's winning this one because she got super far. Because I didn't write this, obviously the devs did. Like I said, gets a friendship going with Julia. Decides to cheat because that's who she is. Julia is definitely on board. I don't know why. It's like, dude, the whole cheating was like, oh, it's like, okay, cool. But they do it for like 2 or 3 episodes straight, and it gets old. To me, it gets old. It affects Bowie. It affected Wayne. It affected Raji. It was just nonsense, bro. Like, it wasn't affecting. They were affecting a lot of good characters, and that was not good. Like, no, that was no bueno, no muy bueno. Other than that, Chris finally catches MK for stealing. I don't know if he like gets mad at MK for cheating or was it for stealing his hair care, because you know how Chris is with this crap. You know how he is. It's like, what the fuck, man? It's like, I don't know, man. I don't think Chris was really caring about the whole cheating business. It was more so with the hairdryer. Don't know what else to say. It's freaking MK. So far, so good. The last episode, episode 6, she definitely got screwed over hard. So hopefully people will gather, or maybe Julia's gonna probably try to defend Julia. I mean, Julia's probably gonna try to defend MK, and probably have the lines going, or maybe grow it. Maybe get Wayne and Raji to join now that Bowie is gone. Who knows? Maybe they might say, yeah, we'll play fair. I don't know, bro. Wayne and Raj, they can be stupid, so I don't know. Maybe they might draw Damien into the fold. Maybe a trio alliance, or maybe they might bring in Ripper because they were in the same team, and Ripper might convince Axel to join. Who freaking knows? Because in the merges, there does seem to be a lot more action and alliances happening. So I can see that happening. But for now, I definitely see MK as a wild card. Yeah, I do see her getting maybe top 4, maybe a final 3. Who knows? Who knows, bro? Who freaking knows? Now, let's talk about Axel. Now, Axel, similar to Z, but in reverse. Season 1, a replica of Sean. But I still think she's cool, She takes orders, but does it really hardcore and kicks freaking Ripper in the face. Nothing much to say. She's too aggressive. People don't like that. Vamonos! Get out of here. Gets eliminated. Season 2, Ripper actually, finds is actually quite fond of Axel. And even the season 2 of the first episode, hey Axel, how have you been? Whoops, didn't see you. Even Axel says she's going to try to do better in the future, which she does. So that's awesome. Builds a connection with Ripper, and here they are, You don't really see her doing much other than let's check this, then gets screwed over, kicked in the face, or, something happens. She had a lot of beef going with Emma. She had beef going with, she has something going. I think she has a little beef with Caleb, bro. Honestly, she was a little rude with Caleb. You're smart, read it. And the whole, the maze or the obstacle course challenge with the with the ice challenge, the Antarctica. I don't know, the North Pole. I can't remember. Other than that, now she's got something going on with with Ripper, and there's nothing much else to say, honestly. I think Axel is under the radar right now, under the radar, and I think that's cool because usually those characters tend to be the ones that be boom, kick it into hard drive, into overdrive, last episodes, the last 4 or 5 or whatever the heck. We are in episode 6, so I think there's 4, 5, 6, 7 more episodes. I think there's 7 more. I can't recall. I'd have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, there's 10. Holy crap. There's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh crap, there's 10 more contestants. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I don't know, bro. I don't know. This is probably gonna be like a double elimination, or maybe I don't know, dude. Now this is kind of making me think like, oh, freaking Raji and Wayner are gonna get eliminated at the same time. Probably not, but maybe there might be a double elimination. Maybe because Chris might say, I don't know, because screw you guys. You guys are annoying. Just like, you know, how they did to Blanley and Courtney at the same time in World Tour. But who knows? Do I see an improvement? Awesome improvement on Axel. Amazing improvement. She's under the radar, bro. Honestly, I do see her. Freaking thing bugged. I do see her as. No, actually, I do see her as a chance of winning. I do see her as a chance of winning. She's under the radar. She's not doing much. She's not like Nichelle, bro. Axel does have potential. She is just like Chase. I just wanted to cut this just slightly on Axel because she follows the same properties as Sean and you know, as other, you know, high mobility contestants. So I can really, you don't really have to explain much because she's like, you know, copy paste in a way. Yeah. But yeah, I do see her high chance of winning. So we are 3 more. And now, oof, these are all good. I do not want to be a freaking loser and have my favorite to the last. I mean, as the last person. So I'm going to have him second to last. Now, second to last, third is going to be. Let's do girl first, then boy. Actually, no, let's do boy, then girl. Damien. All right. Do I have to explain myself? No, but seriously, first season, his friends, you know, encourage him to join Total Drama. You know, hopefully, you know, if there's money, you know, he was in for it. He doesn't know he's getting himself into this crap. Obviously, he gets freaked out. You know, he's responsible. Scary Girl's responsible to why Damien screams a lot because, dude, freaking. Then again, he's just a coward in general. You get the idea, but let's fast forward a little bit because there's nothing much going on other than just little conversations. He finally decides to try to vote himself out, which fails to do. Fails. Which works because, but that wasn't that was his intentions. But he decides last minute, I'm gonna try to win because he actually decides to use his brain. I was about to go like this. He actually decides to use his brain for once, and that is what really made him kick ass season 1 and made him a really nice character. Yeah, sure, he was a wuss and etc., but it wasn't as bad as season 2. But now, Damien got voted out season 1. Boom. But guess what? Season 2, Damien is in, like, from scratch. But guess what? He's dealt with season 1. His mentality is like, okay, now this time I'm going to win. That was my intentions. Damien is going to kick ass, not going to be afraid anymore, and actually try. But you know what? I think the devs are doing this on purpose, making him scared and, you know, this and that. Of course, you're a terrible person. You're just straight up negative. That is it. But I feel like he's hiding, like, under the radar. I think he's like the most hidden character so far. Like, yeah, I've been talking a lot of shit about him, but he's done this before in season 1. Like, really, think about it. He said it himself, I'm going to try to win the $1 million this time. I'm not going to, you know, not going to be a pushover. I'm going to kick ass. Boom. Season 2, he does the exact same thing. He has yet to say anything like, oh, I'm going to win this or win this. He is quiet, absolutely quiet. So I do see him getting to places. Do I see an improvement from season 1 to season 2? Not yet, but do I see him winning? Possibly. Wild card. Easy. He's like MK. He's under the radar, bro. And then he won all of a sudden on the episode 6. So that's weird. but I don't know. I don't know. I still feel like he's under. Now we are going to talk about Priya. Now, Priya, same thing with Caleb. Obviously, she's champion. She's the ultimate goddess. She is amazing. But the point is, she won. She's familiar what's got to be done. You know, she's doing what she can to be leader, of course, because she has to. The pressure is on. But then falls under a love spell with Caleb. You know, is distracted over Millie, you know, etc., etc. But this is season 1. She's distracted over Millie, etc. You know, the whole beef happens. Bowie sets him up, even though Millie wrote him down. They make up. Boom, happy ending. Priya wins. Awesome. Season 2. Millie and Priya. Again, as I mentioned with Millie, it's the same shit. The notebooks. Millie didn't read them. Millie takes hits, doesn't do good in challenges. Priya risks her life. Like, Millie, like, what are you doing? Etc., etc. Gets pissed off at Millie for trying to, I guess, murder Damien, you know, but ends up forgiving her, but never really defends Millie in terms of like, yo, Damien, Millie did actually apologize to Damien, you know, all that shit, all the boring shit. Here's the good stuff. She has a good thing going on with Caleb. Similar to Caleb, they have an amazing chemistry going on. But like I said, Priya is vulnerable. Caleb can easily screw her over. Now, does this mean I think she's a gonzo? No, but I do see her as a wild card, possibly at least make it to like top 5 or top 4. You know, because this is gonna be tough. Because I don't know, bro. But then again, Priya did win, so I know Total Drama's known for that. You know, the whole thing. Because like for example, in season 1, Gwen or Owen won. In my opinion, I prefer Owen. And then season 2 action, Gwen didn't get as far. Gwen got screwed over, and didn't make it to final 2, final 3, whatever. Or maybe she did. I can't recall. I can't remember. I don't want to be thinking about that. But the point is, they can do that. They can have the champion be top 3 or top 4 or whatever. Actually, no. Owen was top 3 in Total Drama Action. So it is possible for having Priya in top 3. It is definitely possible. But I don't know, dude. Honestly, I don't know who has more brains. Priya, honestly, I think Priya has more brains than Julia, to be honest. Like, Priya even said season 1 she's not fooling her first rate first rate backstabber and second rate schemes. She's not gonna fall for it. She knows what Julia can do, so she's definitely gonna be ready to fuck people up. So she is not a wild card. She's definitely a high chance of winning. Yeah. And then Julia, same thing, with MK. Nice friendship. But season 1, she was fake for like the first like 3 or 4 episodes and decides to go madman. She has to go crazy and, just try to screw everybody over. Just decides to be a dick for no reason. I don't know, bro. Like, what were they thinking there? She just, whoops, like, like kind of like Axel, like, whoops, didn't see you there, Ripper, kind of thing. I don't know why they decide to start with like that with her, but I get it. Who posted the images of the raptor? I get it. She's angry, but I don't know. But let's just jump right into it. Like the fact that she did pretty well in the like final 4. She did like get played very well by Bowie. Bowie was actually a weakness of Julia in a way because Bowie was always getting under her skin, just as Julia was getting under Bowie's skin. But if I had to pick between Bowie versus Julia, I think Bowie wins easily. I think Bowie's just better than Julia in terms of like strategy. But other than that, she did pretty good. She did pretty good for her first one. Now, do I see her winning the season 2? No, but I mean, she does have a chance, right? I mean, you can already. It's obvious where where I'm gonna place her, so I'm just gonna place her here right now. This is how I see Julia, because yeah, she's known for her schemes and everything, but she's just such an asshole. Nobody's gonna want to work with her. I do want to see Wayner and Julia working together, but I just don't see it, dude. I feel like either MK is gonna backstab Julia or Julia's gonna backstab MK. Cause I think MK is probably, you know how girls are. Sorry again, girls, ladies. You know, I think MK still has a grudge on Julia, and I think MK is gonna screw over Julia and end Julia's career, or maybe Nichelle might be the small chance of returning and screw up Julia. Who freaking knows? But the fact is, you know, season two, her whole cheating thing, she was up for it, bro. Like this wasn't like her in season one, but like I get it. A different direction. You want to make the character unique. We get it. You know, she's an antagonist after all. She doesn't give a crap. But it's I'm happy the merged happened because hopefully this will stop cheating, or maybe get some alliances going on, get some nice juicy drama, or maybe some juicy romance or something. Something needs to happen because Julia is responsible for like some of these guys. So I'm hoping Julia does affect either Wayne or Raji, or affect Caleb and Priya, or maybe Axel and Ripper, like, or maybe just screw over Z or something, bro. She can do anything, but I don't know, bro. Like, do I see her as winning, like getting top three or like top two? I don't know, bro. I don't know how they're gonna do this. Maybe they might do a three-person finale. Who knows? But Julia's a really amazing character, bro. So yeah, that is it for Julia. Amazing character. She's still in the game. So who freaking knows? These are just my predictions. If you haven't already, please do check out my videos. I do cover, you know, what I don't like about Julia, what I do like about Julia, MK, Damien, you know, Z, you know, Nichelle, all of that. So I do see Caleb winning. Boom. I do see Axel probably under the radar. I do see MK like probably winning too, low key. Maybe Priya. I do see Raji. Dude, this is just insane, bro. If they do return Scary Girl, I feel like she can screw over Julia. Honestly, dude, Scary Girl can definitely destroy Julia, bro. If anybody can destroy Julia, it's Bowie and Scary Girl. May possibly Caleb or possibly Axel, because in terms of strength or maybe attractiveness for Caleb, and strength and just kicking ass for Axel. But if Scary Girl kicks in, oh dude, things are gonna get interesting, man. Or maybe Julia might get booted and might get a small chance of returning and not Emma. Who freaking knows, bro? The possibilities are endless, and that's what I'm excited about. So hopefully I get to see today's Saturday, so it's late at night. But I do hope I do see Caleb in top one. I'm basically going for Caleb at this point. But with that being said, guys, thank you very much. This is the in-depth guide for each and every character. Let me know if you have any more questions or concerns. Feel free to chat it up, guys. I want your voices to be heard in my channel. I will definitely read them, I promise you. And thank you for reacting to my polls. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and maybe finish your popcorn or your candy or whatever the hell you're doing. I hope you're having a great day. Oh yeah, I really like you guys. You know I really do care about my viewers. I love you guys, each and every one of you. But with that being said, again, for the third time, hope you enjoyed my video, and as always, see ya later.